Thinking of getting into 3D printing but feeling completely overwhelmed by leveling knobs and clogged nozzles? You aren't alone. Welcome to Tech Selected, where I make your tech buying decisions ridiculously easy. In 2026, the best 3D printer for beginners should feel like a simple household appliance, not a frustrating high school science project. Today, I'm breaking down the top 5 starter 3D printers that actually work right out of the box. Number 1 offers insane value, but before we get to the ranking, here are 3 classic traps that will waste your hard-earned money if you don't know exactly what to look for. Stick around, because avoiding these specific pitfalls will save you a ton of time and frustration. First up, the manual leveling trap. Do not buy a printer that makes you slide a piece of paper under the nozzle to level the bed. It's 2026. Automatic bed leveling is mandatory. If it doesn't have it, run.
Second, the spec sheet lie regarding the noise level of a 3D printer. Many brands claim their machines are whisper quiet, but they hide the actual fan decibels in the fine print. A loud, clunky printer running a 12-hour print in your home office will drive you absolutely crazy. Always check real-world reviews for actual sound levels. Third, the open-source software nightmare. A lot of cheap machines force you to use outdated, complicated slicing software that takes weeks to learn. For your first machine, you want a seamless op ecosystem where you just hit print and walk away. Don't worry, every product on my top 5 passes this test perfectly. All right, enough talking. Let's kick things off with number 5. Kicking things off at number 5, the Sunlu Kidoodle is the absolute best choice if you're looking for a 3D printer for kids, or honestly, a completely tech-illiterate beginner. Real talk, most machines aren't safe for an 8-year-old, but this one is completely enclosed with a smart child-safe lock. If the door opens, it instantly pauses the print and drops the nozzle temperature. Yes, it actually prioritizes your family's safety. For just $149, you're getting an app-controlled machine that comes with a massive, weekly updated library of over 1,500 toys and models. You literally plug it in, open the app, and start printing in under 10 minutes. The speed is surprisingly good too, hitting up to 600 millimeters per second, so the kids won't lose patience. Now, here's the deal on the limitation. It's definitely a mini machine, meaning the build volume is pretty small. You won't be printing massive cosplay helmets with this thing. However, as a complete starter kit that includes everything from filament to tools, it's incredible for STEM learning, or as the best 3D printer for a teenager.
It's a total no-brainer to get the young ones into the hobby without the usual tears, clogs, and frustration. You won't have to spend your entire weekend figuring out slicing settings because the user interface on the 5-inch HD touchscreen is super intuitive. Plus, it connects smoothly over Wi-Fi, allowing you to manage prints right from your living room. Pick this one up for pure family fun. Moving on to number 4, if you want vibrant, multicolor prints without emptying your wallet, the Flashforge 85X is calling your name. Multicolor printing used to be a massive luxury, but at $349, this machine brings a 4-color direct printing system right to your desk. You can automatically swap PLA, PETG, and TPU filaments without lifting a single finger. Imagine printing a perfectly colored articulated dragon while you sleep. It features a CoreXY motion system that reaches 600 millimeters per second, which literally cuts your project time by 70% compared to older budget models. Plus, the magnetic PEI spring steel plate makes removing your finished models ridiculously satisfying. They just pop right off when cooled. One minor downside I've noticed from community feedback is that the slicer software can occasionally be a bit sluggish when handling highly complex multicolor gradients on older laptops. The easy workaround is to use a slightly older version of the slicer, or just give the program an extra minute to load. But the dual-band Wi-Fi and built-in camera for real-time monitoring completely make up for it. On top of that, the all-metal hot end goes up to 300 degrees Celsius, so once you gain more experience, you can start experimenting with advanced materials. It even has a filament runout sensor that saves your 20-hour prints from turning into a spaghetti mess. If you want the best multicolor 3D printer on a budget without manually swapping spools mid-print, this is an incredibly solid choice. Sitting at number 3, the Bambu Lab A1 Mini 3D printer is the quintessential best beginner 3D printer on the market today. Bambu Lab has completely disrupted the industry, and this little machine proves exactly why. For around $234, you're getting a printer that sets up in under 20 minutes and features full auto-calibration. It actively compensates for flow rate and vibrations, meaning you get flawless layers every single time, even if the table is shaking. Honestly, the noise level of this 3D printer is mind-blowing. It runs at under 48 decibels, so you can easily have it sitting right on your desk while taking a Zoom call without anyone noticing.
People absolutely love the Maker World app ecosystem. You just browse models on your phone and hit print. It genuinely feels like magic compared to the old days of 3D printing. The only real catch? The build volume is on the smaller side at 180 millimeters cubed. And because it isn't enclosed, printing advanced high-temperature materials like ABS is out of the question. Your workaround is to simply stick to PLA and PETG, which cover 95% of beginner projects anyway.
The included LED lampshade is a really fun bonus too, letting you turn your very first prints into functional decorative lights for your room. It completely removes the intimidation factor of 3D printing. If you value a true plug-and-play experience above all else, this machine will not let you down. Coming in at number 2, the QIDI Q2 Combo is an absolute beast for those who want to jump straight from being a beginner to a certified expert.
At $649, this is for the user who doesn't just want to print little toys, but functional, high-strength parts. This machine is fully enclosed and features an active 65-degree heated chamber. Why does that matter? Because it completely prevents warping when printing tricky engineering materials like carbon fiber, ABS, or nylon. It also boasts a built-in filament drying system right inside the multicolor box. Dry filament equals perfect prints, plain and simple. The nozzle itself acts as the leveling sensor, delivering genuine plug-and-play first layers regardless of the bed surface. Now, some users have mentioned experiencing the occasional filament jam when using third-party, low-quality cardboard spools inside the automatic feeder. The easy solution is to just print a simple plastic ring adapter for those spools, and it feeds flawlessly.
But with a 600mm per second print speed, an AI camera that detects spaghetti failures, and heavy-duty linear rails, this machine gives you professional engineering-grade results at a desktop price. The triple filtration system, equipped with a HEPA and activated carbon filter, is a massive bonus if you plan to use this inside a small apartment, as it drastically reduces odors and harmful particles. Real talk, if you have the budget and want a machine that grows with your skills over the next 5 years, this is a spectacular investment. And finally, taking the crown at number 1, the Bambu Lab P1S 3D printer is the absolute best 3D printer under $1,000. Right now, it's priced at an amazing $399, making it the best bang for your buck, hands down, in the entire 3D printing world.
This is a fully enclosed CoreXY powerhouse that pushes print speeds up to 500 millimeters per second with a massive 20,000 millimeter per second squared acceleration. It sets up in literally 15 minutes. No tinkering, no tightening loose belts, just pure printing joy right out of the box. It supports up to 16 colors if you decide to add their AMS system later down the line. Users rave about its out-of-the-box reliability and how it completely eliminates the learning curve. The only minor flaw is that the built-in screen is an old-school button interface rather than a modern, snappy touchscreen. But since you'll be controlling it 99% of the time from the incredible Bambu Handy app on your smartphone, it really doesn't matter in daily use. Some users also reported slight adhesion issues with very tall, narrow parts. A simple wipe of the PEI bed with isopropyl alcohol and adding a brim in the slicer fixes that instantly. It's the ultimate benchmark for modern 3D printing. Whether you need the best starter 3D printer or a robust workhorse for a small business, the P1S delivers on every single promise. Buy it, set it up, and watch your wildest designs come to life with zero stress. There you have it, the ultimate lineup for anyone looking to get started in 3D printing this year. Whether you are grabbing a safe toy printer for the kids or investing in the absolute powerhouse that is the Bambu Lab P1S. I've made sure to leave the links to all these models in the description below. Check them out for the latest 2026 pricing and discounts. If this video saved you a massive headache, hit that like button, subscribe to Tech Selected for more expert buyer's guides, and I will see you in the next one.